So I'm going to try an extensive eraser test. So these are all the erasers I'm going to use, and I'm going to use them on all of these different types of items. So I did the lines ahead of time. So this is a marker, watercolor, blue pencil, regular pencil, Sharpie pen, Pigma Micron at number 12, my brush pen, and a Sharpie. So the idea is just to see how an eraser will affect all of these different lines. So we will start with sort of your classic white eraser. So what you want to see is a lot of erasing there and no erasing anywhere else. So that's actually pretty good. So the blue is always an issue for me. It's always the one that comes out, doesn't erase very well. But this didn't seem to pull too much of the ink up on any of the other stuff. This is a pretty smooth paper too, so it could play into that as well. Next, I've got, it's a white eraser, but it's an electric eraser. So I'm just gonna taking a little bit out of these and a little bit out of that. Totally wiping out this one. Pretty good job on that. And the watercolor definitely lightened that up. So yeah, there's a few, lightened up a few of them, but again, not too bad. Next is this soft sort of art eraser. So let's see how that does on everything. That does a pretty good job on everything there. Lots of little bits though, but even the blue, it's a pretty good job. A little bit on there, but pretty good all the way through. Next, this is a kneadable eraser. I don't expect this to do very as well. Ooh, taking out a bit of the Sharpie. A little bit of the Micron. It's obviously not as good on the pencils, strangely enough. And the blue, it's almost non-effective. That's not too bad on the other stuff where it's not supposed to go. This is a black eraser. I never really bought these for any reason, but I thought I'd give it a try. See how it does. I'm doing this because I always erase, oh my God, this is erasing everything. Yeah, you can maybe not tell, but the Pigma Micron and the Staedtler one is, or the Sharpie pen is definitely erasing a bit, and even these might be lightening up. And yeah, definitely the watercolor is lightening up a little bit too, so maybe not the best choice. So I got this, I actually have one in use, so I'm just gonna use that one. This is a sort of, it's a fun little Japanese eraser that I got that I actually really enjoy. This is the one I'm using mostly right now. It's actually not that great on the pencils. Again, this blue, it's always frustrating for me. And it's erasing a little bit of the Pigma of it. It's not too bad. I got this eraser pencil. So let's see how that does and everything. It's lightening up both the marker and that. Gets rid of the blue, okay. Pencil's fine. I use this for details. So, lightens up that. And that, finally, this is like basically it's a toy eraser. There's a lot of these in Asia. Asia sells a lot of these sort of erasers that are more toy than eraser, but it's a little dirty, sorry about that. No, you don't notice that. That's one of the things about these toy erasers, because they're so colorful. So you don't even notice when they're dirty. But, this one seems to have done the most damage to everything, which is kind of okay. I'm okay with that because I just use this for doing details. This is the one I use the most, and it actually didn't do great on the blue. Blue pencil, man, that's just not, I like drawing with it, and fortunately you can kind of adjust your coloring to deal with it, but it's a pain to erase. I should probably just use regular pencil because almost all the pencils did well with that. A few of them did pull up inks. Inks are a big thing. I let this dry and the kind of paper it is. If you have a rougher paper and you don't let your ink dry as much, it pulls up a little bit more. Watercolor was lightened up by quite a few of these erasers, but that's just me playing with erasers.